Forget everything you think you know in this game, because with this new season, that's about to change. And if you don't adapt, you don't survive.
So welcome to Bootcamp Soldier. What's up, Bloodstrike legends? Welcome back to the channel. This season's update brought a ton of changes, but let's focus on the heavy hitters. The M4A1, Vector, and PKM. Whether you're playing aggressively or holding it down for your team, these weapons are your golden tickets to victory. And trust me, I've got the stats and gameplay to back it up. Make sure to stick around because I'll also share pro tips for each weapon to give you an edge. But before that, our stats show that a good 90% of our viewers aren't subscribed yet. So if you're new here, smash that subscribe button for weekly Bloodstrike updates and don't forget to like the video. Let's start with the M4A1. If versatility had a name, it'd be this rifle. This bad boy excels at everything: mid-range control, long-range taps, and close quarter fights. The recoil? Practically non-existent. The damage? Consistent enough to make even the sweatiest players jealous. For the best loadout, I'd recommend running the CQB muzzle device for that hip-fire accuracy and sprint-to-fire speed. After all, you don't want to get caught off guard in close quarters. For the barrel, have the 13.5-inch LVOA barrel, which will give you a ton of damage and range for the price of your hip-fire accuracy, movement speed, and damage distance drop-off. Yikes. While it might not seem like the right choice, but if you want your build to still be relevant in mid-range fights and some, I say again, some long-range fights, you need to have this. Next up is the UVG Ultra Light Vertical Grip. This bad boy not only amps your movement speed by a ton, it also buffs your ADS speed and sprint to fire speed, but you're gonna have a little problem with your recoil control. But hey, it's the M4, you don't have to worry too much about that. The SCW stock for your movement speed, again, a hipfire speed and ADS speed. A 60 round drum for that extra mag. But here's a pro tip: if you're facing aggressive teams, add a RMR reflex sight for that clean aim. Obviously, we can talk about the M4A1 and not speak about a long-range build. Obviously. So let's get to it. We'll start from the precision suppressor, because you definitely don't want to get caught out in the open with this long-range monster. And the suppressor helps hide you on the map. The barrel would be the 13.5 LVOA barrel, because why not? And for the underbarrel, we have the lengthened vertical grip, because the last problem you want to deal with in a long-range build is recoil. And for the optics, we're going to be using the 3x Bravo sights. Why choose this, you may ask? No one likes large sights on rifles, or at least I don't. Call of Duty made me this way. But again, for a long-range build, you need the precision sights while not sacrificing too much of your ADS speed. The stock we'll run with is a CQR stock, and finally, the 60 round drum. After all, reloading is a pain to have to deal with, and no one likes a 30 round mag. You can see that this is definitely not the guy the enemy wants to get caught out in the open with, especially at a distance. Next up, we have the Vector. This SMG isn't just fast, it's ridiculously fast. With its insane fire rate, you can shred through squads before they even know what hit them. But beware, it burns ammo like there's no tomorrow. As usual, we'll start up the muzzle, where we'll choose the CQB muzzle device for hip fire accuracy and the sprint to fire speed it gives. The barrel will be the MK1 barrel for that range, because as you see here, it's quite helpful. Once again, the lengthened vertical grip makes the stand, buffing our hip fire accuracy and solving the main problem present on every, and I mean every, Vector: the horrendous recoil. As for the sights, I'd personally recommend the RMR reflex sights, low bias, but if you're feeling bold enough, you can stick with the iron sights. Or maybe you're just batshit crazy and want to use the large 3x Bravo sights. I don't judge. The stock is practically none, like no stock is necessary. That's the attachment, no stock. Though that means you'll be in for a lot of recoil, or at least that's what the stat says, but take it from me, it's basically non-existent. Now for the other problem of the Vector. This is so ironic that it still exists. Drumroll please. It is none other than the mag. Not only is it horrendously little with just 25 rounds on the base mag, since it has the highest fire rate of any gun, it vanishes like warmth on a winter morning. Whew. It's a major reason a lot of players trashed the Vector and picked the likes of the P90 or the MP5 instead. So how do we fix that, you might ask? To counter that, use a quick reload perk that Volt is blessed with, and the extended mag attachments. Trust me, you don't want to run out of bullets mid-fight. Trust me. And here's the secret. Always aim for the upper chest. It's your best bet to maximize the Vector's time to kill. Though unfortunately, the range even on the ADS is not the best, but hey, it's a Vector. It's not really meant to be used in that way. Finally, let's talk about the PKM. If you're looking for a weapon to dominate mid-range and lock down lanes, this LMG is for you. It's a powerhouse for both squad suppression and choke point control. Taking it from the bottom, we've got the 200 round high explosive mag, because why not? Go big or go home, right? Then the sniper stock, 3x Bravo sights to help with that long range engagements. Once again, we've got the lengthened vertical grip, gracing us with its presence. And for max impact, run the heavy barrel for increased range and a heavy suppressor for recoil control. The PKM shines when you're playing the anchor role for your team. Use it to hold down key map areas and force enemies to think twice before pushing. So there you have it, 3 meta-defining weapons for this season. The M4A1 dominates at every range. Mostly, the Vector is your go-to for aggressive close-range plays, and the PKM, a squad's worst nightmare for holding map control. Which one are you maining this season? Let me know in the comments which of these weapons you think is the best, and share your favorite loadouts. Who knows, we might feature your setup in our next video. And don't forget, next video we're breaking down all the features for the new season, so subscribe, hit that notification button so you don't miss it. That's it for today, legends. Remember, the meta is just a guide. It's your skill and strategy that turn these weapons into winning tools. Until next time, keep the grind alive and dominate Bloodstrike. This is MVTV. See you next time.